Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming in today. I hope you guys have had a good week so far. Sure is gorgeous outside. I can't wait for the fall when it starts getting sweater weather and stuff. I just love that. What about you? Do you like this time of year too? It's always been my favorite. But anyway, my name, if you don't know, my name is Mr. Paul. I'm an artist and I teach art as well. And I assume that if you're watching me right now, maybe you want to do an art project. You've come to the right place. Thanks for coming. Today, the whole idea of the project is about loyalty, right? And in portraiture. And we'll get into that in just a minute. But let me tell you what you're going to need material-wise. It's real simple. It's kind of like it always is. You need white paper of any size, some pencils, eraser, maybe some colored pencils or oil pastels or markers, anything that you like to use when you're coloring. Heck, if you've got like watercolor at home and stuff like that, you could even do that too, right? So I want you to, if you haven't gotten those materials together, get those together. And the first thing that what we're going to do in this project is we're going to talk about loyalty and really what that means, okay? Loyalty. What is loyalty? You know, I'm sure that you have heard that word before, but let me kind of talk to you about what it is, how we live it, and how important it is to everybody. Loyalty, I'm sure at this age that you're at right now, really the only people that you really have loyalty to is your family, right? Because you don't know a lot of different people outside of your family for like long periods of time, right? But loyalty it's a faithfulness, it's a commitment to always do the right thing to another person. You know what I'm saying? It's like loyalty means that people can trust you and they can trust you. It may not seem like a really big thing right now, maybe at this age, but boy, when you get a little older, it's going to be really important to know who your true friends are, your true good relationships are with people, so you can trust them and then in turn they can trust you. I mean, how many of us, show your hands, raise your hands, how many of you have had friends that you thought were good friends, but maybe they lied to you or they didn't keep your secrets or talk about you behind your back? Those people are not loyal. Loyal is saying no matter what, I'm going to always treat you the way you should be treated, and then I'm going to trust you. And in turn, I'm going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to do that for me. And that is really so cool. So I want you to keep that kind of in mind, because what we're going to do with the art project today is we are going to make a double portrait. And as you can see here, this is my picture that I've done. This is me, obviously, as a lot younger man, and this is my brother, right? And so I chose to draw a double portrait of me and my brother to illustrate, to show that that's somebody that I was really loyal to. He could always come to me when he needed me. I could always go to him when I needed somebody. And I tell you, that's a wonderful thing to have people like that in your life. So if you have people like that in your life, you can really consider yourself lucky, because I know some people that really don't have that many people in their lives that are really loyal to each other, that commit to each other, that they're going to be there for each other. So, the object of this project is I want you to think of somebody in your life, a real person, that you can say, yeah, I trust that person. I care about that person, and I'm going to stand on the fact that I am loyal to those people through thick and thin. They're going to be with me in my head, in my heart, and in person and always do the right thing for them. That is so important. It's not just one person. If you have a lot of people like that in your life, good for you. But for this project, I want you to think of one person, just one person that you have that relationship. Now keep in mind, a lot of people, when they talk about relationships, they think about, relationships are girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife. Every person that that you hang with, that you have what is called a relationship. Some of them are just real brief and light, and you're not really that friendly to them, but you still have a relationship. You can have bad relationships too. So it's important that you choose somebody in your life, and what we're going to do is I'm going to want you to draw what are called bust size. It's from the top down below your shoulders. Don't have to worry about hands and feet and legs and stuff like that. We're only going to do this right here. Now, because we're just going to do half, I want you to try to draw as large as you possibly can on this piece of paper. And somewhere on the piece of paper, it doesn't have to be big like mine. Just write loyalty somewhere on your paper. So maybe if you keep this piece of paper, 20 years from now, you're going to rummage through some paper and you're going to find it. And you're going to go, oh yeah, I remember when we did this about loyalty. So, pick a person that you feel and again, as I said a moment ago, I would say most of the people that you're really, really loyal to is family, people that your grandparents or, somebody that's been with you all of your life. They know you, and so, but as you get older, you get out in the world, you are going to have a lot more people in your life. And it's always good to know the type of person that you can be loyal to. Because I tell you what, you can get in trouble if you're loyal to the wrong kind of people. Now keep in mind that loyalty is a beautiful thing. It's wonderful to have people like that in your life. But I want you to be aware of how bad it could be if you were loyal to somebody, you trusted somebody so much, but they really didn't trust you, or they really weren't loyal to you. So you have to be smart about that. Now again, mostly it's family right now for you, but as you get older and you meet people from schools, and when you go into middle school, you're going to have people from all over Oklahoma City. It's going to be really different. There's going to be a lot of different people that you don't know. And some of them are going to want to be your friends, and some of them are not going to want to be your friends. But you have to know the person pretty well to say, I'm going to be loyal to you, right? Loyalty, that in the military, that's one of the main things that people I know that have been in the military, soldiers that have been to war and such, is that loyalty, that bond. A bond is something that you and another person get together, and you have things in common, and you create this bond in this relationship. You know that person, they know you so well that they trust you. And it's so easy to commit to somebody like that, to be loyal to them, that I'm going to always be there for you. But it's really, really kind of scary when you give that loyalty to somebody that's not really a good person, or they don't do really good things, that don't have your back. I've experienced that before. I've had friends where I really was friends with them and I thought they were really good friends of me, and they really weren't when I really needed them, or when I really, needed a friend, somebody that I could depend on. They just weren't there. So it is kind of important that you don't give your loyalty away just to anybody. You give that loyalty away to people who deserve it and will respond to you in kind. So let's talk a little bit about what we're going to do when we get back. We're going to take a short break. But we're going to get into the nuts and bolts of this art project with creating portraits. We're going to talk a little bit about the history of portraits. And the weird thing is, how did people get portraits before the camera? We're so used to selfies and stuff. We have pictures like that all the time. But there was a period of time where that was just an impossibility. But anyway, get your stuff, get ready, and when we come back, we're going to make this great work of art.